What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Freeze from episode 49, the show where we stop to take a moment to discuss all the heavily talked about news of the week having to do with movies, TV, streaming, and pop culture. My name is Vincent DeSantis, and today I am joined by Ryder Maldonado. Ryder, how you doing, dude?
Doing okay. I gotta say, the tummy's upset, but I'm not gonna let that deter me from today and the excitement that we got for all the news today. I know we're feeling okay,
Amen.
but we're pushing through.
I feel you, dude. This is great. Guys, if you're listening on audio platforms, you can leave us a review on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all that good stuff. Really helps us out a lot. If you want, you can jump in the Discord. We've been chatting it up quite a bit. We got a lot of new members in there too, and it's only growing. We got some game nights happening. I mean, not like officially scheduled game nights, but we just jump in and play some games every once in a while, that kind of thing. You know, all sorts of that good stuff. We got TikTok. We're back on TikTok, baby.
We're back, baby. Let's
knocking
go.
it out of the park, posting our shorts for freeze frame, checkpoint, all that kind of stuff, chopping it up, throwing it up there. So if you have TikTok, you can follow Strictly Casual Official. That's the account, correct?
Yeah, Strictly Casual Official for TikTok.
Casual Official. And you know what? We always be posting on Instagram and Twitter, so please check us out there. It means a lot. And that is our housekeeping. It is time to get into a huge story right here that crosses. It crosses a little bit between the games and movies.
Yeah, a little bit of both.
Ryder, what do you bring this up? Because I've talked about this. I talked about this extensively on the other podcast too.
Well, here we go, and we have a video on the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Sony has officially bought Bungie, the video game company that created the famous game Destiny and Destiny 2, for $3.6 billion. Now, this is huge. We've seen a lot of companies now making acquisitions. I feel like this year has been huge for Microsoft, Sony, and game companies in general. I feel like the future of gaming is just starting, and it's pretty insane. Yeah. But what does this mean for Destiny as a whole, really?
Well, all right. If you want to know all about the video game stuff, you can check out that video because we got a lot.
You're right.
But the thing that is really crazy to me is I think that this purchase was not just because of Destiny and the future video games. This is because Bungie is expanding, and last year they told us they were expanding by 3 times. They hired 3x their company to make their TV and movie productions through Bungie. Yes. So I would expect that we're going to be getting some Destiny centric TV shows / a movie, something, maybe an internet show. I don't really know how that's going to work at all, but they need PlayStation Studios, their movie studio, to back this, you know, because PlayStation Studio right now, they're releasing Uncharted this month. It's February now, so actually like a couple weeks away from Uncharted. And then after Uncharted would be the Last of Us HBO series, which is also under PlayStation Studios. So these are some big titles. These are some big titles that are going to be funded by.
And Ghost of Tsushima as well. So that's another one, right? You forgot? Yeah. That's going to be crazy. So Sony's really, you know, like video game movies, it could change the stigma on that, you know, on how they're portrayed.
Let's hope, dude. I am praying the Uncharted movie's good. I have low expectations.
Me too. Yeah, me too as well.
Last of Us has to be good. Oh, it has to be good.
It has to be. Yeah, there's no doubt. It's it's the best. Like, it is the most popular video game of all time, and I think that there's so much writing on this show. There's so much writing on it.
I mean, we got Neil Druckmann, the original writer of the game, writing it, and the writer of Chernobyl, who's insane, and they're co-writing like the whole show. So I mean, I'm hoping it's good.
Cast looks great, everything. Something else I'm excited for, the Tomb Raider sequel with Alicia Vikander. Dude, that one, oh man.
Oh yeah.
The first one,
did you like the first one?
I did.
I was like, fun.
It was like movie. Beat for beat for the game. It was like for the first game, and I was like, this is great. Give me more. Yeah. It's cool.
It's a good time.
But yeah, anyways, okay, I'll move us on now to Marvel. We finally have a little more Marvel news. You know, of course, it seems like it's always happening. But first up, this is a fun one. Tom Holland, you know, he's kind of talking now post Spider-Man, which is great. We're seeing a lot of Tobey and Andrew as well talking about Spider-Man, which is fun. He was talking about that him and Florence Pugh want to do a Spider-Man and Yelena crossover, which would be kind of cool. He says, hopefully one day we can make that happen, you know? So I put here, what 2 characters, what is your dream duo in a Disney Plus or film? What would you like to see in the future?
Oh, Daredevil, Tom Holland. I want, that's all I want is the 2 of them. Or depending on how Moon Knight is, I'd love to see like Moon Knight, Daredevil, Moon Knight, Blade, Blade, Daredevil. Like I want the New York gang. That's all I want.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
The dark, like, oh man,
gritty street level, baby, street level.
Yeah, I want like a gangster, like, I don't know, like something not necessarily magic. I want just a bad guy doing bad things, and they got to take him down.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
That's needed, especially now post Endgame. I think there's a lot of potential with this Kingpin oh man, we'll see how they.
I hope.
With
Yeah.
Echo. I think Echo might be that. We'll see though.
Sure.
Because it is Echo.
And I'm not against it because I think Echo was a good villain in Hawkeye.
Mhm.
I think she was fine. She just a little underdeveloped in the second half of the season. But the first half, they were really building her. I was like,
There's
okay,
potential.
this could be
There's a lot of
sick.
potential there for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
Next up for some Marvel news, Channing Tatum says losing his Gambit film left him traumatized.
No.
I haven't been able to see any of the Marvel movies. It was just too sad. Well, joke's on you, Channing Tatum. Gambit probably wouldn't have been in any of those movies anyway because he's an X-Men.
Yeah.
Come on.
It would have been on its own, yeah. It would have gotten shut down, maybe.
I think I still want to see a Gambit film eventually. He's a cool character.
Yeah, I mean, I think because we saw him in X-Men Origins Wolverine, right? I think that guy with the cards was Gambit, but it was just like,
it was just like a low key hint.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, whatever. It's not. I've never been into it, but I know a lot of people love him.
Did you? I mean, where do you come down on the 2000s X-Men films? I'm talking X1, X2, X3, not Dark Phoenix, Apocalypse level of shit.
Yeah,
but
those are great. Those are, I think, for the time being, it was Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, and them. That's kind of all it was. So it was like, they're trying their best, and with the costumes, I think some of the story, I think like what Last Stand is like one of the better ones, and people were like the story is the second one so great, and I think they hold up, but with now it's so hard to compare now because my mind is so fused with like modern day. It's hard, but I think
they're just campy, and I love. I think I just love the campiness of it.
It's like and he just fly like stuff like that. Yeah, it's funny stuff. Here's some huge news. This is pretty big, ladies and gentlemen. Dakota Johnson might be in the Sony Marvel universe, or the MCU. Who knows? She's in negotiations to star in a Madam Web film. Her own solo film, which of course Madam Web is a character that a lot of people were posting is a blind character. She has telepathy and she's very flamboyant, and she's an interesting character, kind of helps out Peter Parker solve crimes. But there's also another version of the character where Madam Web passes her powers to a younger Spider-Woman type figure. So I think Dakota could probably play that version of the character versus an older lady. I don't think that's suited for her, but I don't know. It's interesting. I think Sony...
That gives me Shazam type vibes, which I don't like.
Yeah, I was going to tell you, I don't know if you know kind of the extent to all Sony's plans for Spider-Man. Like, about Kraven, but they're doing I saw that they're planning like a Sinister Six. They're planning more Morbius, more Venoms, more like just all kinds. They're like 10 films, dude. It's crazy.
I think they're going to see how Morbius does. When it got delayed again, they're going to see how that does, and that plan's going to change. That plan is going to change. I can guarantee you now.
You're right. No, you're right.
Guarantee it.
But Dakota, I'm like,
yeah. So this is going to be a Sony thing and not a MCU thing?
It's Sony. It's going to be her own thing, which, I don't know. It's always weird for villains, because I'm like, well, if they're the bad guy, who are we rooting for? But I don't know. It's whatever. I guess you want to build them up for Sinister Six, right?
Villains are in right now. Everybody loves the villains.
Yep.
So.
Joker, all that.
Yep. Until that gets played out, and then we'll be back to doing something else. And just be the cycle.
Absolutely.
But I don't know. I don't know if I'm very excited for Madam Web yet. I'd have to it's probably years out. We'll see.
Long time.
We'll see how that goes. Or who knows? Maybe Dakota Johnson is the villain in The Amazing Spider-Man 3.
Yo, we get that. That'd be great.
Anyways, Tom Holland coming into that. Tom Holland says he would love to see Amazing Spider-Man 3 with Andrew Garfield. He says Sony decide to do that, they would have my full support, and obviously so would Andrew. I think he just and a lot of people don't like that.
I want it. Give it to me. And I think at this point, like I said, he already signed the dotted line. I think the contract's signed. It's going to happen at this point,
Yeah. I think they should just not call it Amazing Spider-Man 3, though. Just call it, I don't
know. Spider Amazing Man.
Spider Amazing Man. And
or just kind of, how they do like the Batman? Maybe they just do the Spider-Man. The Spider-Man. Yeah.
The
Spider-Man. That'd be crazy. Yeah, that'd be cool. Okay. Then Tom Holland also talks about how this is the funniest part, because he's been going back and forth on whether or not he's going to play Spider-Man again. Of course, people think that he's also kind of milking Sony to try and get a bigger check, which might be it. He says right here.
How would we know?
Maybe. Yeah. He says, I'll play this character forever because I love it. Right. And I know different interviews change, but he also said, I also feel like maybe it's time to pass it on to another kid that deserves it, and I'm like,
sure.
Yeah, but And then he said one time, he was like, but I don't know, if I want a new house, maybe I'll do another one. And I'm like, this guy, he wants an RDJ check, I think, big boy.
It'll come eventually. But good for him. I hope we see more Spider-Man from him.
Mm-hmm.
If not,
I want him.
I'm sure someone else will also do it.
Mm-hmm.
Are we getting another trilogy?
It's not confirmed, but at this point with Sony, I'm like, I don't know how they could do so much planning with like Sony and not have Tom just kind of build with that, and MCU and together, and just give us another trilogy and then pass it on to Miles, and then forever just do Miles. We've seen Peter Parker for 20 years now. Just give us Miles. It's like a next
Spider-Gwen.
Yeah, Spider-Gwen would be cool. Mm-hmm.
All sorts of the Spidey.
I think there's a plan for that, like a live-action Spider-Gwen, and then also an animated Spider-Gwen from the Into the Spider-Verse franchise. So
that's crazy. It's just a lot. It's just
too much. It's too much, man. Too much money.
Oscar Isaac, coming up next, says that Moon Knight, the limited series, has a lot of creative freedom. He says we could make it very point of view. We can make very weird decisions. And this was in context saying that he's glad that Moon Knight was not a movie. He's glad it's a show instead of a movie.
Yeah. Or like it's not getting a second season. So just enjoy what you can with this.
Yeah, which is great. I don't I think these work as limited.
Yeah.
Limited. I don't need multiple seasons of these shows.
Agreed.
Like especially like Loki's getting another season, like I guess. Cool.
Yeah. It kind of makes sense with what they're doing, but yeah, like WandaVision and this, and yeah.
Here's my hope actually. With Loki, they don't even call it season 2. I think they just subtitle it like Loki something.
Yeah.
And then it's like another limited series. Like that's better to me than like a continuation, because the character that was in Loki, it's like going to be different after whatever else happens in the MCU. So
big changes.
Give me a subtitle, give it another limited series. Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay.
Great.
All you, dude.
Guys. This week, we got a lot of news on the new Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus show, and we got some premiere date leaks, plus more stuff. Let's get into this. This comes from Screen Rant. Ever since Lucasfilm officially confirmed the Obi-Wan Kenobi Disney Plus series, fans have been anxiously waiting to see it, obviously. The show is directed by The Mandalorian's Deborah Chow, also features the return of Hayden Christensen as Darth Vader, if you did not know. Lucasfilm has yet to reveal much information about the show, leaving fans desperate for more. A short Obi-Wan sizzle reel released late 2021, and it's pretty much the only thing we've seen for the show so far, marketing-wise.
Concept art, stuff like that.
We got basically nothing.
Yeah, basically nothing so far.
Yeah, but it now seems that Obi-Wan Kenobi's release window has been revealed at long last. The internet recently began buzzing when a Disney Plus employee tweeted and then deleted that Obi-Wan will be on Disney Plus in May 2022. Ryder, what do you think about that?
I think it's possible. People were talking about, with correlation to Moon Knight, it's not getting a 2-episode release, which means May 4th won't have the premiere date. So it's kind of weird that we seem so close that we haven't seen a trailer. But I, like marketing, they're probably saving all their stuff, even like Super Bowl for Moon Knight, and maybe Obi-Wan is like in the middle of Moon Knight's process, and then we start getting advertisements for it. But it seems very soon, and I wouldn't be surprised if it happens in May. I'm happy. I'd be happy for it.
Dude, what if there's no trailer? What if you just have to watch the show?
And like you said, it doesn't need one. They just do title card, Obi-Wan, release date, everyone's there. Everyone is there, and it'll be the biggest Disney Plus series for sure.
Oh my God, I'm so excited to see what is coming. But this caused some confusion because sources have told THR that Obi-Wan Kenobi is indeed planned for a May release, even though the tweet was deleted. The outlet didn't provide a specific date for its release, which will be left for Lucasfilm to officially announce at some point. But a May release for Obi-Wan has long been rumored and expected. Now that Disney Plus releases its original content on Wednesdays, which is so random to me, many fans quickly realized that the Star Wars holiday, May the 4th, falls on a Wednesday.
But see, and that is also the season finale of Moon Knight. So,
there's no way they double up that.
Yeah,
day.
I don't think so. So it might be the week after, and it would have made sense if they did a 2-episode premiere for Moon Knight, and then you have the next week, like Moon Knight ends next week, Obi-Wan. Perfect, but they're not. Yeah, they're not doing that. And so also that week is Doctor Strange, so it's gonna be a hectic May. I'm not gonna lie.
Doctor Strange, it's that week.
Yeah, when Moon Knight ends.
Can you imagine
Doctor Strange?
Imagine the checks that are gonna be cut that week.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
That's a lot of money, dude. That's a lot of money happening. However, Disney Plus's streaming service might be too crowded to make that possible. Marvel Studios' Moon Knight premieres on March 30th and will air its finale on May 4th, unless there's a 2-episode premiere date or finale. Right, just what you said. So, I would assume that, I don't know. Also, what day is D23?
D23 is in September. I think it's like September 9th, 10th, and 11th.
Okay, what's the Star Wars thing that's happening in May?
That's
Not
Star
May the
Wars
4th.
Celebration. I think there's
What
a
day
Star
is
Wars
that?
Celebration. I'm not sure the exact date on that, but that's when they reveal a ton of Star Wars stuff.
Right.
Maybe that day, you're right, is like, guys, enjoy. Obi-Wan's out.
Launching.
Yeah.
And they would do that on May the 4th. You know what I mean? They would do something like that.
But see, I don't think this show is on May 4th. Maybe, hey, but no, you're onto something. You're onto something. I think that's it, dude.
I think they do that. Also, I just don't give me a trailer. It's fine. Like, I'm gonna watch the show.
Yeah, I'm into day one, and I think it's gonna be the biggest. But either way, I think we're gonna give everyone updates that way when it drops. You know.
Here's my problem. This is gonna get a lot of hate. This is gonna get a lot of hate, and I don't want to make this video too long. So you're gonna have to tell me I'm wrong. But I don't think that Star Wars has had a good live action show on Disney Plus yet. And I know that's a hot take. I think The Mandalorian is good at best, or is okay at best.
Okay.
From a writing, even though it's fun Star Wars.
Hands up.
Book of Boba Fett so far. Booty cheeks, and I'm about halfway through, but I got some more episodes, and apparently it gets a lot better. So I'm pushing through.
Yeah, it does.
Okay? I need Obi-Wan to be great. Like, I know some people think The Mandalorian is great, but I don't like the fetch quests. I don't like the
I respect it. No, people talk about it too, and I respect the honesty. And I think Obi-Wan has the caliber with the cast list and kind of the preparation with finally a Jedi show. I don't think we've gotten this scale for a Disney Plus series. This could be the change. It has to be different than Mando and Book of Boba Fett. It has to be.
And here's how I know it needs to be good, dude. It needs to be like Clone Wars season 7. Okay, it needs to be like that.
Yeah. Okay. No,
that good.
Yeah. Good point,
guys. Thank you for watching. If you want to listen to the full episode, you can head over to Audio Platform. Become a member on the channel for access to the full video podcast. And tell me I'm wrong. Tell me the Star Wars live action shows are good. Let me know your reasoning in the comments. I would love to hear it. Thanks, guys.
I like that. I respect it. No, I respect it because that's a good point. I wouldn't say it's a good series, but there's great episodes. Well, man, there were some great episodes.
True.
You know what I mean?
There are great episodes. Yeah.
But overall,
and I don't want to. It has its shortcomings, but truly, it's like on a technical level too. Next level, dude. Like the show is it's not bad by any means. I'm annoyed at it. I am annoyed at it too many times that I'm like,
No, yeah.
But I can't wait for more. Can't wait for the third season.
And that might be an expectation thing, but I don't know because I'm trying to like I don't even know where to gauge my expectation. But whatever. Anyways.
It's Obi-Wan's the best character in Star Wars. Like,
he has so much depth and stuff.
I can't wait.
Well, speaking of Obi-Wan, there's a comic miniseries coming from Marvel, which just dropped.
One more thing I gotta bring up too. How is it that we've had 0 leaks about Obi-Wan? There's been a little bit of like leaks and stuff, like, oh, we might see this character, but that's like all rumor stuff.
This Boba Fett episode too, like they got it on lock, dude. Like WandaVision was leaked every single day, dude. But this show, some of the biggest reveals in the history of Disney Plus. Nothing. Had no idea. Nobody had no idea.
The Last of Us show is filming right now. I could tell you 10 locations that they're going to the show. Like I've seen all the stuff. They're so sick. Everywhere. They're doing good. They're doing good.
No, I feel they're doing that.
Probably because they're filming out in the world for Last of Us, and they're filming like 90% in a studio for Obi-Wan.
They're using the volume.
All this outdoor stuff is inside.
Versus somebody in their apartment's like, hey, look, there's a set there in Calgary. Like, oh man, come on.
Exactly.
So a miniseries, a comic is coming. The story follows Kenobi's entire life up to his final days on Tatooine. Cool. I like when they do more comics, kind of to prepare you for hype. That's fun. We'll see when that. And then
that's cool.
That's it.
Is it canon? It goes into the show?
Yeah, it probably is. Or it's probably just like a visualization of it.
Haven't we seen his final days on Tatooine? He leaves with Death Star and then he dies not the Death Star. He goes into the ship and then he fights Darth Vader and dies.
I think I guess it's kind of like what was he doing on that planet?
Leading up to Luke.
Yeah, it could have been like he could have had a relationship with somebody, or you know what I mean, before he even like was there as a hermit, like, hey, what's up? You know what I mean?
You have to watch Clone Wars.
Oh no, because I know that he has somebody,
Obi-Wan,
right?
Dude, it makes the Clone Wars so much better because Anakin's in this relationship, but then you realize that's because like Obi-Wan has been in love. Like Obi-Wan is in love right now, and he's like suppressing his love the whole time. It's like so good.
And was she related to Bo-Katan or no? Is she or
no? But she is her name's Sabine, I believe.
Sabine? No, I think Sabine Wren is someone else, right? I don't.
Wait, let me look
I
this
think
up.
that was the girl with the blue, purple hair.
Who is Obi-Wan's love?
Yeah.
Obi-Wan's love is Satine, not
Satine. Oh,
Sabine.
gotcha.
Satine.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
Uh,
interesting.
she's a duchess in the
Mhm.
Mandalorian planet of Mandalore.
Ooh.
It's so cool. Her
See,
sister's Bo-Katan.
Oh, okay. See, so that's
There
what's
you go.
crazy, dude, because they're hyping it up with Mando that Bo-Katan wants that dark saber, and now, dude, there's so many connections here. It's gonna be cool.
Oh,
Well,
I love Clone Wars. I love it. It's
yeah,
so good.
I just realized it's probably not going to be connected because I realized Mando and Book of Boba Fett take place way after episode 6, and this is way before 4. Okay. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
We'll see.
Sorry.
That's it. That's all of our
Star
Marvel
Wars.
Star Wars news. So popping in to Universal Studios. Universal's Renfield sinks its fangs into the first day of filming, desperately awaiting the first look at Nicolas Cage as Dracula.
This is it. Dark Universe.
A lot of people are
baby.
excited for this.
Yeah, I hear some good stuff. Hey, Dark Universe, Invisible Man.
Is that what this is part of?
I don't know. I don't think so. Part of me wants to believe it is.
Yeah. Invisible Man was great, but I think we got lucky. I think we got lucky with that.
Yes.
I don't know if this is gonna be the same.
I want him to do good. Okay, we have a lot here. You want to just do 2 back to back, and if there's one that
we'll
either of us want to just talk about, we'll bring it up. Here we go.
It Takes Two.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, you start.
Okay, so good. It Takes Two is getting a game that me and Vinny played. I love it very much. Sonic the Hedgehog movie writers are penning the script, and hey, we got some anime. Cheesy, if you're listening, Jujutsu Kaisen anime is teasing a major announcement on February 12th. The prequel film, Jujutsu Kaisen 0, has become Japan's 10th biggest anime film at the box office with $85 million.
And it comes out in the U.S. on March 13th, and I'm driving to SoCal to watch it with James.
Oh,
very excited.
There you go.
It's gonna be great.
Hmm.
We have Colin Farrell, Jodie Turner-Smith, and Justin H. Min star in the first trailer for After Yang, which looks super interesting. I did watch the trailer. Looks pretty sweet. And this is in theaters and on Showtime March 4th. That's so soon. Oh my God. I thought we were gonna have to wait so long for that.
A month?
Tessa Thompson has started shooting on Creed 3, directed by Michael B. Jordan. Very interesting. I'm excited to see what Michael B. Jordan comes get in the director's shoes here. This is awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, absolutely. They're great films. Jurassic World Dominion, it's finally coming. The end of the whole trilogy. They talked about that they're definitely looking to do more films, though, says a producer. So, yeah, but I don't know if they're going to bring back Chris Pratt or any of them. I wouldn't.
So far, this is following the same trend as the first 3 Jurassic Park movies, where you go like here, and then you just and then you just go like way down.
Dang, you didn't like 3? I love 3, man. Jurassic Park 3.
Jurassic Park 3?
Yeah, with the plane. Love the plane crash.
It's okay. But the second Jurassic Park actually kind of good. I like the second.
Yeah, the truck scene with the cliff. I would replay that every day.
That's a great scene.
Every day, yeah, love it.
Okay, so maybe all 3 of the original Jurassic Park movies are better than these ones for sure. But I don't know. I enjoyed the first Chris Pratt.
Yeah, that one's
Jurassic
amazing. Lost Kingdom.
I did not like the second one. Did not like it. It was weird.
It was like a horror movie. It was like a Scooby-Doo haunted mansion. You know what I mean?
Not Jurassic Park vibes. It was like dinosaur vibes. Not Jurassic. It was like monster vibes.
Yeah. It was interesting.
Yeah,
I feel that.
I don't know.
And then Viola Davis in The Woman King. This is a film coming up. It's based on true historical events of an all-female military unit fighting enemies in the African kingdom of Dahomey. And Viola Davis is fierce. She looks amazing in this.
That's sick. Netflix's live-action One Piece has officially sailed into production. Okay, great. We've seen how they did live-action animes before, so I'm hope.
Let's hope they learn.
I can't believe Cowboy Bebop got canceled after 1 season. I didn't even bring myself to watch.
I saw one clip and I saw where they added like audience laughter to it, and I was like, oh, they added like Seinfeld audience laugh.
Yeah. I still will watch it eventually because I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan of the anime.
Okay.
We'll see. Ghostface is already sharpening those knives for Scream 6. A sequel is officially in development from the same creative team set to film this summer. Wow, they're really busting that out. Good for them.
5 was great. People love it and bring it on. That 70s show is getting a Netflix spinoff, that 90s show, which they found their star, Callie Haverda, will play Leia Foreman, Eric and Donna's daughter, which is pretty cool. I think we see this a lot. And Insidious 5 is going to be starting production soon, confirms Patrick Wilson. This is cool. He's going to have his directorial debut for this film, which
What was Insidious for?
oh, I think it was like the key one. It was like a weird, yeah, I think it was just the lady. You know what I mean? The old
I
lady.
think I only watched the first two.
Yeah, I think so. Me too. I
And the
only saw the first two.
Bride, whatever the Bride one was. Maybe that's the third one.
The
I
Bride.
don't
Oh,
know.
I think that might be. Isn't that another franchise? Isn't that like the Conjuring universe? The Conjuring.
No.
Verse?
They take a picture at the end of Insidious 1 or 2, and then in the picture, like, there's nothing in the background, and then you look at the picture, and there's this, like,
oh, I don't know why I got
bride
creeped
in the
out for some
background.
reason. I don't know why I got
so
goosebumps.
scary.
Yeah,
It's so
I don't. Those movies are creepy for me, dude. I don't feel good right now.
The Meg sequel reels in an official title as filming begins. Get ready for Meg 2, The Trench.
Jason Statham.
I hope it's in Australia.
Oh
And
yeah,
it's in the, that'd be epic.
yeah.
Oh, and then we get David Lynch joins the cast of Steven Spielberg's semi-autobiographical drama, The Fabelmans.
Yep.
Let's go. Can't wait, dude.
Mhm.
David Lynch, every Friday, he posts every single day, actually, he posts on his YouTube channel.
Tuesday, right? It's
Yep.
Wednesday.
On Fridays, and you won't believe it.
Oh,
It's a Friday once again.
yeah.
I love seeing it.
Speaking of David Lynch, I don't know why he made me think of this, but I don't think I put it on the doc, but I know you heard another article here. Roland Emmerich, the director of the new film Moonfall, of course, famous for doing films like 2012, and he does disaster films. He recently outed Marvel, and he said, those dang kids watching those Marvel films, taking away credit. He dissed them, right?
He said Marvel's the death of cinema.
Yeah. That was
But you should see that. You should see what his films are like.
Yeah. I was like, but you know, he's still kind of doing the same 90s things, Independence Day and all that, but like, I don't know. And then they even compared it to Scorsese, which I even agree that Scorsese was giving good feedback on like, hey, here's a note, right? Versus he was just saying,
Yeah.
Which I was like, oh,
I mean,
man. Every time these movies come out, it's always hating on Marvel. And it's like, what?
It's tough. I think there's a lot of criticism to be had for Marvel. But at the same time, it's so successful. It is so successful. There's a certain point where you cannot bag on it.
Yeah, I want to start.
You can bag on aspects, but
no, you're right. I want to start seeing some directors like freaking Denis Villeneuve and Chris Nolan hopping on the Marvel, dude. That would change the game. That would be,
dude. Denis did.
He did? What was he?
No. Oh, sorry. He didn't direct anything. No, he trashed on him.
Oh no. I mean,
During the Dune thing.
yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah. No, I'm saying like I want to see Eternal. I mean, Chloe Zhao. Not. I mean, I don't know. Just give me an idea for a movie, right? And then see directed by Denis Villeneuve or directed by Christopher Nolan.
And that's the thing.
Like
Chloe Zhao's
one of them. You know,
it's so hard for me to like watch Nomadland, which is so good. I highly recommend it. It's directed by her, and then like you watch Eternals, and you're like, it's just. It doesn't have any feeling that Chloe directed this. Anybody could have directed this.
Yeah, to kind of combine styles, right? Like Marvel being an epic, like being comic book films, right? They're just theme park films. I like saying that. Trying to make it be like an A24 film is like it's weird. I don't know. You can't. It's hard to combine it.
But that's the thing. She makes movies that like aren't A24. They're like mainstream, but they're more artful. They're more like artistic, I guess, than Marvel films. Not to say that Marvel films aren't artistic. I mean, we've talked about this before.
It's hard to talk about it, right?
It is hard to talk about it. But like, I wish when I found out that Chloe was doing Eternals, I was my expectations were that the movie was going to be different. And when I watched the movie, it was not different to me at all.
It just felt Marvel. Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Right. Well, we'll see. That was it. I just wanted to bring that up because I thought that was interesting. Let us know your input on that because I'm interested to see. I just think all film is all film. You know what I mean? All cinema is all cinema. That's my opinion. People work on them. Like I could get it because like you have thousands of people that are working on these films. Yeah. You know what I mean? And everybody's doing work. Everybody's just doing the same work. So to hate on it, it's like that crew member that set up the light. You're like, dude, what the heck? Like I did work on this film and I can't work on your, like I did the same thing for your film. Like, you know, I don't know. It's just, it's interesting to me that happens.
It is interesting.
Orphan Black is getting a sequel series officially in the works with Anna Fishko set to write. The series will be a new story set in the same world.
No idea what Orphan Black is.
I've seen photos. That's it. I don't know too much about it. And this is exciting. Anthony Starr, he plays Homelander from The Boys. Alexander Ludwig and Dar Salim have been cast alongside Jake Gyllenhaal in Guy Ritchie's untitled action thriller. Film follows. Let's do the summary real quick. An Afghan interpreter working for the U.S. military who risks his life to save Gyllenhaal's character, a Sergeant Kinley.
That sounds super interesting. Where do you like Guy Ritchie? Are you a Guy Ritchie fan?
Yeah, he's done some fun stuff. He kind of has kind of the Kingsman vibes too with that director as well. They kind of do
Oh,
fun. I forget his name.
I know something Vaughn. Not Vaughn.
Matthew Vaughn. Yeah.
Matthew Vaughn. Yeah.
Let me see what kind of
Did you like not Kingsman?
The Gentleman? I haven't seen The Gentleman. I haven't seen The Gentleman.
Right, so Gentleman's good.
Yeah.
Gentleman was really good. And then after that, he did a movie with Jason Statham called The Wrath of Man.
Oh,
I haven't seen it yet, but I heard it was
cool.
pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool. Okay.
It looks cool.
Yeah, it looks cool. I haven't seen it either. I'll get there eventually.
Yeah, but he has a fun action style. He does action different.
It is very fun.
Mm-hmm.
Moving on to television, we got more news from our favorite channel of all time,
Absolutely.
the CW. Okay. The CW picks up pilots for Gotham Knights and Supernatural prequel, The Winchesters. Because guess what? When Supernatural ended on CW, they probably lost a lot of viewers that never came back. So they're like, guess what? The Flash isn't cutting it. Nothing's cutting it these days. Let's bring back Supernatural, baby. Let's get some views.
Right.
And Gotham Knights?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy, right? I saw the headline. I was like, what? This is hard to believe. And they're like, yeah, Gotham Knights, the game, which... At this point, they're doing anything with DC. They're just making all kinds of stuff. So I'm like, cool.
I bet their contracts for a couple more years. They're like, let's see what we can just push. Let's see what we can push out of this before DC sells our contract to someone else.
Right. You're right, because they're gonna sell them, right? We talked about that.
Yep.
Damn, that's wild.
CW's dead in the water after their DC done deal.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. You know what? This channel might die. Isn't that crazy?
It's like a Spike, like Spike.
You're right. I remember Spike.
Yeah.
Do you remember that show? I think. What show were you gonna say?
Well, I mean, Cops is like the number one.
Oh, Cops,
on Spike,
yeah. 1,000 Ways to Die, I think.
1,000 Ways to Die.
Yeah.
G4 was on Spike for a while.
Oh, wow.
It was a lot.
Okay.
Spike just constant. They just show all the Star Wars movies over and over again in a single weekend all the time.
Interesting. Okay.
R.I.P. Rest in peace.
Let's see. Leatherface is back. So now we're on Netflix. Now, oh my goodness. You guys have to see this trailer for Leatherface. I mean, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Because this was something. He's back. It's been 50 years. This is coming February 18th. Okay, and there was a scene in the trailer where they're in a bus, and everybody in the bus holds up their phone and says, hey, you better not do anything, bro. You'll be canceled. And instantly, he just gets his chainsaw and chops everybody up. And I'm like, oh, it's so weird. It was like, oh, God.
I'm looking right now for the tweets that I sent you, and here we go.
Yeah.
Speaking on the Texas Chainsaw movie,
nice.
Someone screenshotted the IMDb trivia for the movie and posted it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Okay? Number one. The first test screening for the film was overwhelmingly negative. Number 2, on August 24th, 2020, initial directors and brothers Ryan and Andy Tohill split from the project during the film's first week in production, and the duo were replaced by another director who scrapped and reshot all the previous footage. Okay?
Oh, no.
The next one. It's speculated that the brother duo left the project last minute due to a script rewrite that changed the story fundamentally. It's further speculated that the brothers refused to shoot the script and opted to shoot the script they wanted to. And the final one, as of August 2021, Legendary Pictures abandoned plans to release the film and opted to sell the rights to Netflix instead, following a string of disastrous test screenings. So this movie is bad. This movie is bad.
Dang. Hey, well, you know what? Netflix at this point is like, hey, yo, we had a missing weekend. We need a film every weekend. Throw Texas Chainsaw in there. That's crazy.
I just thought it was so
First
funny,
week,
dude.
they're like, hey, yo, this is bad.
Funny.
We're out.
Yeah.
We dip. And this guy, then you come in, you're like, scrapping that. Let's do another thing. And then you're like, I gotta go. I'm out of this now, too. This is too much.
Exactly.
That's insane. Okay, here we go. I'll wait till you're ready. We got Netflix news here. So
we're going.
The big one. Okay. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, Netflix just released a brand new trailer for 2022, showcasing their film stats and their film roster, and it's stacked.
Hold on. Wait, we were not going. I apologize. We're going to redo that segment. Hey, podcast people, you're here in the behind the scenes right now.
We're
these shorts.
Yeah.
This is great. All right. Now I'm recording.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Netflix has officially launched a brand new teaser, a roster showing off their films for 2022. And this list here is pretty stacked, and we have some details, some breakdown of it, and we'll go through it. We got some films like The Gray Man, Knives Out 2, Spiderhead starring Chris Hemsworth, Enola Holmes 2 sequel, The Adam Project, and we'll get more into that in a little bit. But yeah, we have some blockbusters. Of course, Gray Man starring Ryan Gosling, Reggie Jean Page, and Chris Evans. Now, this is the first film from the Russo brothers' own production company, and it's a new action film. And
it's not the first one.
It's not the first? Okay, I'm sorry.
Extraction.
Oh, you're right. Okay. But this is...
and Cherry.
Russo's. Yeah, you're right. Okay, so there's a lot. My fault. But there's a lot from... this is Russo's, and of course, this is Russo's at their best. They're doing action. They know how to do action. And Chris Evans is back, and oh baby, he looks like a good antagonist, I'll tell you that. But we have some other films that look a little different from the action scene right here. We have Adam Sandler is going to be in a new film called Hustle, and it looks like a heartfelt basketball story. Something up Adam Sandler's alley. I don't know. Did you see the tease for this whole?
I did.
It's pretty cool. It reminds me of not the Uncut Gems, not the vibe, but it's different for Adam to be doing these films, you know.
And I think after this, at this point, it's going to become normal for Adam to do these. I think it's like
he's great. He's phenomenal.
It's normal in people's minds. He is a great actor. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have right here. So the Adam Project, probably my most anticipated film. We have a little summary here. If you want to read through it, kind of prepare people for what it means, what it is.
Yeah. So the Adam Project, directed by Sean Levy, stars Ryan Reynolds, God bless him, as a time-traveling pilot that team up with his younger self and his late father, Mark Ruffalo, to come to terms with his past while saving the future, of course. Also starring Jennifer Garner and Zoe Saldana. This sounds very Looper. Sounds very Looper.
Yeah, it's time travel. You know me with time travel. It's always fun. And I think Mark Ruffalo and Ryan could be a fun a fun duo, because I think they're very different. Their personalities seem different. But I know it's his dad, so we'll see. And then lastly, we have the very first look, just a little tease of Knives Out 2 starring Daniel Craig. And oh man, it looks exciting because the cast is of course very stacked. And I know, we talked about Knives Out getting a huge contract with Netflix. I don't know if they're even going to do a theatrical release. Do you think that they would? Probably.
I think they have to for Oscar consideration. So they probably, it's like an Irishman situation. They put it in there for 2 weeks and it's just on Netflix after that.
You're right.
The shot we got is cool, man. It's like it's the main cast walking up like a ship, like a, I don't know.
Like a yacht. A yacht. Mm-hmm.
A yacht. They're getting on there and the camera pulls back and then it's Daniel Craig walks in a frame and turns his head. And I'm like, this is great. I love it. I love it already.
Here's some of the cast list for it. Oh, what's up?
Well, just Ryan Johnson, the director, after on Instagram was like, I've never used Instagram stories. Is this how I do it? And it's like a picture of him. He took a picture of his laptop screen with the shot, from the trailer.
Oh my gosh, I love that. That's pretty on point for Ryan.
And then right afterwards, he was like, well, now that I know how to use Instagram stories, here's my dog. Took a picture of his dog afterwards. So funny.
Man, I wish I could have seen that. Okay, well, here's the cast list for Knives Out 2. We have Ethan Hawke, Catherine Hahn, Jessica Henwick, Edward Norton, Kate Hudson, Dave Bautista, Madeline Klein, Leslie Odom Jr., and Janelle Monáe, and that is going to be the whodunit. Like that's the family type vibe. So lots to look forward to. Is this something you're excited for? It's a movie a week. Movie a week with Netflix. Some are really great, some completely forgettable.
Wait, which one am I excited for? Which one are you asking if I'm excited for?
Yeah, like with Enola Holmes, Knives Out, Gray Man. Any ones that stand out for you?
So,
all of them?
Yeah, I mean, Knives Out and Gray Man are totally, and Adam Project, those probably stand out the most to me. I will say, if you were on any sort of social media when this trailer came out, there was a lot of feedback saying that all of these movies look the same. Like sometimes you could not tell a movie from a movie unless the title card was there, which I kind of agree with. It doesn't. These Netflix produced ones do look very similar, but I think it's the same way with Amazon and Apple. If you put three TV shows that I've never seen next to each other, I could tell you exactly. I'd be like, this one's definitely on Apple, this one's on Amazon, and this one's on Netflix, because they all have a very distinct look.
That's true.
Like Apple goes with a super shallow depth of field always.
Yeah.
Amazon's lighting is very yellow a lot of the time.
Okay,
and Netflix's just looks flat. Like everything looks very flat on the screen, like a TV show.
That's a good point. You make a great point.
It's a movie.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's something to think of when you're watching these films. Are they different? Do you need this? But we also have something like the School for Good, and Evil. We have a new film starring Jonah Hill. We have Eddie Murphy, of course, in You People, which is kind of, I think, a remake. Different racial families, but of course the couple is together, kind of keeping the family together. It's a comedy. But yeah, that's a new one. And some more films like Me Time with Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg. Something exciting. But
Kevin Hart and Mark Wahlberg, God
Yeah.
bless them. Who knows whatever they're.
But
But
that's it for the highlights.
yeah, I mean, I'm sure we'll see. I'm sure there will be
Mhm.
some standouts just like last year, and there will be 90% of them will be absolute duds. Don't even get me started on the Melissa McCarthy one where Jason Bateman's the bad guy and he has claws. That movie
Oh, the
was so
superhero
bad.
one?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Did you like that
No,
one?
I'll never see it.
Hard pass.
Yeah, okay.
Hard pass, dude. I mean,
Okay.
there's unlimited of those movies on Netflix last year. I'm sure there will be a lot more this year.
Okay, well, let us know if you're gonna take that challenge and do that in the comments. Let us know if you're gonna watch that. Take the challenge. It should be a challenge, the superhero challenge to watch that movie.
Man, what is it? What is that movie called? I'll figure it out.
I'm a superhero. Melissa. I don't know.
It was so bad.
Okay.
So bad.
You guys have
even
done-
worse. Even worse, the last Paradiso on Netflix is
Oh.
so bad. It's so bad, but I love it. It's actually kind of a guilty pleasure. I had a great time watching it.
Okay. Well, good thing our feeds are
anyways.
different. Yeah, good thing they're different. But ladies and gentlemen, of course, you can listen to our full episode, full podcast by becoming a member on the channel. But thank you for watching, and let us know what you think of all this Netflix releases.
Boom. Sweet. Recorded. I got something in my eye during that. That was insane.
Oh, yeah? You feeling
But
okay? Oh, man.
I'm feeling good.
Okay, we
Next
can
up, HBO.
zoom through these. Sorry.
HBO Max news, baby. Euphoria renewed for season 3. No surprise there. Everybody's talking about it. It's
amazing.
huge. I mean, come on. Yeah,
Give it to me.
No surprise.
And Lord of the Rings, they got some brand new character posters. Oh my gosh, they released like I want to say 20 to 30 posters
Yeah.
of hands, and you can kind of get the vibes of these characters. We've seen them before, well, different characters, but kind of the same vibe. And it's just like, oh, it's hyping up. You see the hands, you see they're great. Check them out.
Great posters. Great hype because it's showing costumes, and it's not showing any characters. It's just costumes and like, okay, here's like a sense of like kind of what we're gonna get, but not really. I love it.
What we need.
I can't wait. And then Paramount Plus actually coming out the gate with some content that looks interesting. Okay, Paramount, hats off to you.
Yeah.
Look at this trailer
Coming to
called
play.
The Offer. Okay, this
Yeah.
trailer came out this week called The Offer, and it's the first teaser. It tells the tale of those willing to do whatever it takes to make a movie the world would remember. Now, Ryder, you told me to watch this trailer right before we recorded the episode, and thank God you told me about it.
Yep, I had to.
Thank God, because what is it? What's the show
Oh,
about?
baby.
Ryder?
It's The Godfather. Sorry, I could do the whole thing, but it's The Godfather,
beautiful.
and it's the making of it. And you know, you guys got to check out the trailer because there was a cool actor playing Francis Ford Coppola, and I think it looks pretty cool, right?
It does, yeah.
Francis
Francis Ford Coppola. You got Miles Teller as the lead role. You got Juno. Ted Lasso is in there.
Oh yeah.
The cast is really good, and it looks good. It looks like a good show. I don't think I'd say that about a Paramount show.
Because I know, and I know you know more about it, that there was it was hard to make this because of the actual mafia, right? Like they were right. Like wasn't it difficult to make something like this?
It must have been. It must have been.
Because you're talking about them, and they were like
it's
in
based
their
on
prime.
the book too. So I mean, I'm sure the book was
yeah.
even harder to write than the movie would make.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta be.
That's interesting, man. You gotta definitely gotta get Paramount Plus now, and then of course Halo. The executive producer talks about that they might do several seasons, that they're just gonna fill up the whole world. You know, so they're just
That's cool.
Yeah, Halo's growing. Lucky for Halo fans.
Yeah, let's hope the series is good. First, let's make sure the first season's
Yeah.
good, then we'll get excited about
I know, right?
the second season.
Everybody likes jumping the gun with all these projects.
I don't want to sign on for 5 bad seasons. I'd rather have like one good season.
Yeah. Oh man. Here we go. Let's see. You want to just read all these 3, or you want to take them?
Yeah, coming to Disney Plus. Hocus Pocus 2 has wrap filming and will bewitch Disney Plus this Halloween. Great, I guess, for all you Hocus Pocus fans out there. The new Goosebumps live action series scares up to 10 episode order at Disney Plus. Also, a lot of praise for R.L. Stein, doing a lot for the horror genre the last like 30 years. Okay,
Absolutely. He's done
30
lots.
plus years.
Yeah.
Matthew Wood says Mark Hamill did not record any dialogue for The Mandalorian or Book of Boba Fett. Spoilers if you haven't seen Book of Boba Fett. Apologize. I have not seen that episode yet, but that's okay. Quote, it's a neural network. You feed information into it and it learns. So I had archival material from Mark in that era. So basically what they're saying is a robot did the Luke voice.
Yeah. It's puppets. Both Baby Yoda and Luke were puppets in that episode. Not even real. Which is just mind-boggling.
Puppets.
Well, you know, like for example, Baby Yoda's a puppet, and
like an
then
actual puppet.
yeah,
But Luke's not an
and
actual
then
puppet.
Luke
It's
is
CG.
some other actor, and then they're
Yeah.
putting words for it to say. So they're both, you know, metaphorically, I mean, like puppets. They're
Got
not
it.
even
Okay.
like. Isn't that weird?
Just say someone had their hand up, Luke Skywalker.
He's talking. He's like, I'm gonna get your hand so high up. I'm gonna work you like a puppet. No, but yeah, it's kind of weird. And we were talking about this. How do you feel like it's real? What were you talking? What did you told me you had said about this with the voice?
I don't know.
People kind
I
of
feel very conflicted on this because, on one hand, I think, like, why not? Mark Hamill is alive and willing, and it's a very missed opportunity to try to, like, de-age his voice. Like, Mark Hamill's an actor. Like,
yeah,
he can make his voice sound very similar to old Luke,
yeah,
and I'd rather
I
sound a little bit off than to sound than to come for a robot. It just feels a lot more like from the heart, from soul. I don't know. It just doesn't make sense to me to do the robot thing, and I'm sure this is going to become more and more common over the years. Actors die, they bring back their voice, they bring back the way they look, stuff like that. And so for now, like, why not? Let's really try to get the real people. Like, the real people can do it.
I'm laughing because I'm thinking of, you know, the voice wasn't that choppy, but I think now that I know, it's like, well, kind of. Like, I didn't notice at all. I thought it was Mark, and then I was like, man, how did they pitch up his voice so perfectly? Because it's different. It's not Mark now. It's Mark then. And I'm like, how did they get him to sound like that? And so, you know, he's saying like, Baby Yoda, we need to, like, you don't know. I'm exaggerating it, but I just laugh at how I can't imagine the future where it just sounds so, hello, we need to go. Where are you? And they're like, yeah, we got that from that movie and that trailer.
There's so much like ethics that go into this too.
Absolutely,
Is people like the estates of celebrities or people that are in these positions of the public eye, they have like certain things written like, oh, you can't bring back my like this likeness. You can't bring it back for profit. You can't bring voices back for profit, like things like that. And I think that sort of like contract is going to be even more and more extensive in the coming years when we have technology to make things more and more real and lifelike. I mean, deep fakes right now, like all this kind of stuff, it's going to get crazy. It is going to get crazy out there. Anything's possible.
Anything is. It's really crazy. It's mind-boggling.
Yeah.
Well,
very wild.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. That was, man, it's a lot of news, lots of crazy stuff. Man, it just seems every week it's like we're always working towards something, but we're also consuming so much.
Yeah.
And we're checking off so much, but that's it for us. I guess we have our recommendations for the week. Do you have yours ready? I think
I can tell you something I don't recommend.
Okay. That's good.
I'm going to tell you something I don't recommend right now. And it is a movie that came out. It is on Amazon Prime now. And I don't know how it got there. It is called 2025, The World Enslaved by a Virus. And it is basically anti-mask propaganda.
Really?
And I couldn't pull my eyes away. It is ridiculous. Dude, the first 5 minutes of the movie, they have a piece of stock footage that I used in a high school film class. Like, it is.
Oh my goodness.
It currently has a 0.8 out of 5 on Letterboxd. I gave it a half star.
Half star.
The
wow.
lowest you could go. It's hilarious.
Okay.
I don't recommend it. But it's a good laugh.
Yeah. That's interesting. That would be crazy. It's like we're deterring people. What should you not put your eyes on? What should you not see? I think for me, something I saw on HBO Max that they just added, Nightmare Alley, which is definitely one that I want to see.
Yeah.
So I recommend checking it out. If you have HBO Max, I want to see it. I haven't seen it yet. I know you want to see it as well. It looks cool.
I do actually have a quick suggestion. This is good. On HBO, they added a trilogy called the Samurai Trilogy. It's called Samurai 1, Samurai 2, and Samurai 3. Okay. And they're directed by Harishi Iganaki. Okay. And so basically, they're like, they all follow the same samurai. They're from the 50s. They're from the late 50s. Yeah. Okay. They are sweet. I'm a big fan of these like 50 samurai Japanese movies. They're awesome. It's the same way I'm into like the spaghetti westerns. Like like they're genres that like I could just watch them forever. I could just keep watching those. It's tons of fun. It's great. It's got fun characters. It's got cool action. And I'm like so impressed. Like when I watch these movies from like the first one's from 1954. How the hell did they do that with a camera in 1950? Like that is insane.
Crazy stuff, honestly. Yeah.
Yeah. Wild. So it's just super impressive. I only watched the first one, but there's 2 more and they're all 3 of them on
Good recommendations. Good for sure. Yeah. All right, ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the content. Get back with us next week for episode 50 because, oh, baby, it is a big week on Strictly Casual. Checkpoint's going to have
Special
episode
surprise.
hundo, you know?
That's right.
We got special surprise. We got some announcements. Hopefully another little special video. So keep an eye out. We're cooking up some meal. Get your plate ready. Put the napkin in, get the fork and knife.
Time to eat.
Oh, baby, we're going to eat next week.
It's time to eat, baby. Let's go.
It's going to be great.
Let's go.
Again, all of our social media is linked down below. Follow us on our personal Twitters. We keep up to date with us. We got Discord.
Yeah.
Check us out on audio platforms, on YouTube. Help become a member and show some love, show some support. We really appreciate it. We're trying our best. Mm-hmm. And we'll see you guys next week for the big bad boy, episode 50.
The big 50. The big 50.
Have a good week, everyone.
All right, guys. Peace out.